My family moved 2 states away without telling me. They left a note that said, "You'll figure it out." 12 years later, after I finally made it without them, they reached out trying to reconnect. When I was 17, I came back to a completely empty home and a note on the kitchen counter. It was the cruelest thing I've ever read. It just said, "You'll figure it out." I didn't know what I'd done wrong. I figured they were just tired of pretending they loved me. But the truth was, they had never even pretended. When I was 13, I made a birthday cake for my mom by myself, only to have her call it clumpy. At 15, I tutored my brother through finals, all the while he called me a know-it-all and slammed his door in my face. At 16, I gave my entire paycheck to my dad so he could cover bills, but got yelled at when I brought it up later after he said I was useless. I was always useful, but never loved. My parents and my brother, my only family, had packed up and moved 2 states away without telling me. I found out from the landlord a week later. I had a week to move out because they'd canceled the lease early. I slept at a friend's house for 3 nights before I ran out of places to go. Eventually, I was sleeping in the back of a storage unit I rented with the last of my savings. I snuck in and showered at the YMCA, ate peanut butter with a spoon for my breakfast, lunch, and dinner, applied for jobs on free library computers, and pretended everything was okay. Eventually, I got hired at a diner, server for the night shift. The manager was gruff, but fair, paid me cash under the table until I could get an ID. She let me nap in the break room once when I nearly collapsed from exhaustion. I clawed my way through it, bought a prepaid phone, saved every single receipt, watched free YouTube tutorials on finance and goal setting. The first year, I barely survived, but I made it through. The turning point came when a regular at the diner offered me a temp job cleaning out office files. It paid triple what I made serving. I said yes. That job led to another, and another. I learned quickly, showed up early, and asked questions. By 22, I was freelancing full-time. By 25, I launched a consulting business. Just me, a folding table, and a borrowed laptop. By 27, I had 5 contractors under me, my own office, and a client roster that included companies I used to dream about. And by 29, I was officially a millionaire. Not influencer millionaire, not fake it for Instagram millionaire. Actual savings with a retirement account, no debt, paid off apartment, health insurance I could afford. The first time I saw my bank app hit 7 figures, I cried. Throughout those tough years, my family never reached out, not even once. I saw my brother pop up in a suggested friends list once. He's married now, still living in the state they disappeared to. I stared at the screen for a long time, wondering if he ever told his wife about me, if he said I ran away, or if he says nothing at all. Sometimes I still wonder if it would have been easier to hate them. But truthfully, it was never hate. It was heartbreak. I go to therapy now because I want to stay unbroken. I've made a list of people who saved me when they didn't have to, like coworkers, classmates, and strangers who showed me what real support looks like. Last week, a podcast interview I did about surviving family estrangement blew up online. It hit 1 million views in 4 days. My inbox filled with messages of support, gratitude, and strangers telling me I put words to their pain. And then, one email stood out. The subject line, "You're